All right, on to me.
On to you.
Am I the asshole for kicking my parents out and saying, this is why I was so fucked up as a kid? I had my parents over for dinner this weekend. They're in their 60s, and my daughter, who's 10 years old, asked if she could play us a song she had been practicing on her keyboard. She gets lessons. It wasn't perfect, a few missed notes, a couple pauses, but she did really well. She looked up at the end, massive smile, and I started clapping, and my parents started fucking laughing. Not just a little chuckle, a massive fucking belly laugh. Them both.
The fuck?
My mom asked if it was her first time playing it, and my dad said it had to have been. A dog could have played better than that. It was like my daughter was shrinking on the spot as she looked down and said, "No, I've had 2 lessons, but doing it with 2 hands is hard." And they just laughed even fucking harder. I just stood up, took their cups, and said, "Leave. Now." My mom tried to say about how they hadn't finished their drinks, they wanted to hear another song, etc. And I said, "Get your stuff and get the fuck out of my house right now." My dad started doing this huffing thing he does when someone dares to speak up at him. And my mom said that there was no need to be like this, that I can't protect her at all times and she's preparing my daughter for the real world. I said, "It's not teaching the real world. They're just nasty little bullies picking on children, and shit like this is why I was so fucked up as a kid. Now leave." They got their stuff and left. I sat with my daughter and explained how proud of her I was and how well she was doing. To ignore them. They were just being cruel because they don't know any other way to be, and asked if she could play it again, which she did. On Sunday, I messaged and said that until they can behave like decent human beings, that we're taking a break away from them. My dad replied that it was my choice, but he didn't realize he raised me to be so precious. Now, my lovely brown-nosing golden child of a sister is getting involved. She phoned me today with my parents' version of events, telling me I was a little nasty piece of work and should never speak to my parents that way. That I'm wrapping my child in cotton wool and blah blah blah. I just told her to go fuck herself and hung up. I'm not asking if I'm in the wrong for standing up for my daughter. I'll always do that. But I did go pretty 0 to 100. I kicked them out straight away. I swore at them and in front of my daughter. I did raise my voice at the end when I said leave. I was and still am angry. I don't think I'd even accept an apology from them at this point. This behavior isn't new. It's decades old. But this is the first time it affected my daughter. Did I go too far? Did I react too much? Should I have tried to be calmer? Talk it out? I don't know. Am I the asshole?
I think our response was warranted. I mean, my biggest question is like, how do you still have any kind of relationship with them? How is this like the first? How is this?
It's not.
How is this the tipping? No, how is this the final straw? How is this the straw?
I could see that because most people are protective about the people that they love, especially their children. I feel like most people can take it for themselves. Like, they excuse it, you can...
It's my parents. It's just the way they are.
It's just the way they are. But when someone is attacking your child like that, yes, I can see that definitely being the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah. And I definitely would tell my sister to go fuck herself. Mom, I'm on board with that.
I'm on board with all of this. You need to cut them off, like, entirely.
Exactly.
Those people don't respect... They don't respect you. They don't respect your daughter. Like, they're a piece of shit. Like,
at this point, it's like, you're cut off. A lot of, like, you're cut off. Like, sure, maybe we can mend things in the future. Like, you're going to need to be doing a lot of apologizing and trying to convince me to not keep cutting you off. Because at this point... I just snip from my life. It's like, this is my paper life tree, and I just cut you off my tree.
Not only for yourself, but for your daughter, because this will actually create, like, trauma for her. Like,
yeah, it's not good for your daughter.
Her self-esteem.
It ruins her self-esteem of trying to learn something new, trying to learn how to play the piano, trying to do something that she's never done before. She'll never want to try new things.
And if the grandparents are in her life going forward, like, she's going to always... want to try and, like, I don't know, impress them and like, not be herself around them. I feel like she probably won't be comfortable around them anymore. Like,
well, she might not be comfortable doing anything in front of them at all in fear of being made fun of.
Exactly. Like, this will actually create, like, it will be very harmful for her, like, growing up. Like, this will create, like, a lot of doubt in herself, a lot of probably, like, anxiety. This is not okay at all.
Nope. That's fucked up. Who laughs at a little kid like that?
Yeah.
What kind of human being just laughs out like that? Like, ha, you suck.
Sickos.
She's 10. Chill the hell out.
Like, that is heartbreaking. That's so sad.
They need to calm down. What?
Were you making a Taylor Swift?
No.
You're funny. Okay, there is a little edit. Lots of people think I'm a mom, lol. Nope, single dad.
Totally thought she was a mom.
Right? First time I read it too.
Fucking external misogyny. We just talked
our first story, our second story. So bad. We need to like unlearn all of this stuff.
I will say that I can recognize that my mindset when I don't know, I usually default to the person being a man because I am a guy. That's what my default is. But when they talk in the parental role, my default then becomes a woman.
Yeah, it's tough.
I apologize.
We need to like actively try not to.
A lot of people probably do that without realizing.
Well, yeah, it is subconscious.
Yeah,
I feel.
Not bad.
Also, thank you all for your comments. Def calming down the anger I felt and making me feel less shit the way I reacted. Edit 2. I really appreciate all the comments, even the ones calling me Mama Bear, lol.
Papa Bear.
I never doubted I was in the right for standing up for my daughter. Just how I went about it. I'm going to sit and talk with my daughter about it all either tomorrow, after school, or on the weekend. My parents and sister can just disappear for all I care right now. To all the commenters that say they wish they had someone like me when they were younger, I get it, man. I really do. I hope you got someone now or are able to be that someone. Reading all these comments definitely changed my anger into sadness/realization that I'm not alone with the shitty parents. Thanks for sharing and thanks for the comments, guys. Even the trolls. You were great. Also, please stop giving me awards. It's a throwaway. Don't waste your money. Would you not get the money if it's a throwaway? I feel like we should know this. But.
So wait, people make money on Reddit from awards?
Yeah, we knew this.
We got a reward one time for that one story I posted, and today I fucked up.
Yeah.
When you forgot your purse. We should... That was just after we started the podcast. We should read our own story on air. Tell you what, guys, if you stick around for Christmas on our bonus Christmas edition, maybe I'll put it in as like the very last story of what happened 1 year ago for us.
Sure. All right. Top comment. Not the asshole. You're a goddamn hero. If your parents think that's an acceptable way to talk to a child, they had it coming. Bullies always whine when the tables are turned. At most, you might want to talk to your daughter about how they've always been like this, and a confrontation was bound to happen. She may blame herself, or wonder if you'll yell at her like that someday. Knowing there's a history would help her understand. At 10, she'll have encountered bullies already, but may not know they don't change when they grow up. That's so true. You need to like make her feel like it's not you, it's just the way they are.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's only 2020, or hindsight's 2020, whatever. But if you had to redo the situation again, I guess the one thing I would say would be like not to yell at your parents in front of her. I would have been like, because like they said, like she'll remember him raising his voice and yelling at someone, and she might fear that she'll get yelled at if she does something. So I would have been like, oh, that's great, honey. Thank you. You know, try to defuse the situation down and be like, oh, honey, thank you for playing. That's so great. Why don't you head up to your room and play with your Barbies or dolls or Pokemon or whatever it is? Just get her out of the room.
But then that's going to make her sit with her feelings of the grandparents laughing at her like that.
Yeah. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'm hypothetical. Like, okay, like, would it be better if you stay calm, recognize, okay, boom, triggered, parents, piece of shit. Okay, now what do I do? Thanks, honey. Thanks for playing the piano. That's great. Why don't you go get yourself a snack? Go play in the backyard. Go play upstairs or something like that. Grandma and Grandpa have to head out now. And you send the kid away and you stay calm. And then the parents are like, what do you mean? We don't want to leave. We don't want to leave. It's we're not done our drinks. And then you're like, well, very calmly, you guys are fucking pieces of shit. And I don't appreciate you laughing at my daughter like that. You guys are essentially bullying my kid. She's trying it. So you can now leave the house, put your drinks down and get out. and just don't just stay calm and don't yell at them so that your daughter doesn't see you yelling and angry or something like that. Say it in a calm way, let her leave the room, and then just tell them that they're fucking pieces of shit. There is, I swear, there is nothing better than talking to someone like you are angry and saying the worst things to them, but saying it in the most calm manner. Like, you can't even make me angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hindsight 2020. No, for sure. Very hard. Very hard. Like, that just would have been like, if that had happened, you can't critique it at all. But like, you're always able to critique something that's already happened. But, you know.
Yeah. I hope he cuts them off forever. You're done.
I don't know if it'd be forever.
No, forever.
It'd be like, you need to set your shit straight.
Forever.
Forever and ever. Teresa's just like, cut, you're dead to me. In fact, come around again, I'll fucking kill you myself. Denver, we're going to need to hide a body.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.